Welcome to this episode. This is going to be Sleepers. Of course, I'm Craig Bieber, Craig Howard to my left, and Jake Harms to his left. The sales this Thursday, March 2nd, starts at 1 p.m. Broadcast on DV auction. Just want to make sure you have those details. We take this opportunity to talk about some bulls a little further up the way. We're going to start with the bull we kind of missed in features. Is lot 29 is out of the Dam of President. Bull that's been used heavily in the Ludwigson and in the Brown programs and across the nation. This is a deep end calf out of President's Dam, and so I just wanted to mention him quick. We had a lot of, we used some deep end back a few years ago, and those cattle have really found a place within the industry. Our issue with deep end was probably that we'd used so much rolling deep. Let's roll, deep end. Oh gosh, there were some more rolling deep sons, but we used a lot of those bulls when they were active for us, and so deep end keeps resurfacing. He has really good data. This bull with his dams, credibility, I guess, or, she's raised some good ones, sure warrants a look, I guess. And then after that, I'm gonna move up a little. We're gonna move up to 100, and I'm gonna let one of you guys take over from here and talk about.
Yep, that was 100 was me. I just kind of wanted to highlight the start of just this flush here of 359B in forefront. Just really, we talked about 359B up front. She's put high density on the map, and did a good mating with forefront here, and just had a lot of questions about this bull and his brothers, and just really like his data, the way he looks. Everyone likes that dark red too.
Yep.
Just does a lot of things right.
Yep. Yeah, we were up there looking at him yesterday with a young man, or I should say, and we looked at this bull, and again, the female maker, having the forefront bull who's been a tremendous female maker, and then the 359B who's an enchantress daughter that we flushed quite a bit. Sold last fall went into a Limflex program to produce high quality Limflex cattle for the Edelman Ranch. He's the forefronts have done a good job for us. I guess the next one is probably mine, is the 101 bull. This is an energized bull out of a Samurai, be a little older pedigree, but the Rebellis cow sure done a great job out of the Rouse program. This bull does a lot of things right. He's stout. I like the way he moves. Moderate, good, low birth weight, just jumps through all the hoops. After that, we'll go to 103, which
that was mine.
Okay.
So again, with the cow, I think she's the best Spartacus daughter we've got standing on the place. He's got a bunch of full brothers that are a lot closer to the front end, but I think that Bolt warrants somebody watching out for him.
Yep. We talked about a couple of his brothers in the front end.
Yeah.
6. We talked about 6 and 11, I think.
Yep.
71 and 73 and 137 are all brothers.
Yeah, it's a powerful set of calves right there. I mean, I know he's a little further up in the sale, but that's a good calf that warrants a look.
Yep. Then the next bull I think we have is 169. 169 is a bull that I believe I added to the sleepers list. Another really stout, energized. I mean, I really like these energized cattle. This one's out of a stock market. Just really, does a lot of things right. Moves out well. I just, I like the way this mating works.
I think that's one of our new classic matings is stock market with energized on there.
Yeah.
I mean, that just seems to work.
Yeah. I mean, it line breeds the cattle, but it really, I really like the way this mating turns out, when we do this. So The next bull was 172.
That's mine.
Okay.
So he's a 1B calf, but I mean any commercial guy shouldn't hold that against him. I just again it's a pretty good stock market out of a good 1B cow. That 294 Z cow was as good as anybody for raising calves.
Yep. She was one of the best of the Durheims. I mean,
Yeah, she was a
did
good one.
phenomenal job. Just lots of bone and just
Yep.
a stout made kind of cow.
Yeah, this calf's gonna help somebody's program a little bit here. So
Then after that, I got is it 198 or 192? I can't read my writing. Sorry,
I
guys.
want to say I had 198 on mine.
Okay.
So I wanted to highlight him. This is the dam of that flush we really like with forefront. This is our natural calf. Say Rise and Shine. I think he kind of gets overlooked. You know, he's got some calving. He's got some power with a nice dam on there. I think he can easily get overlooked. So I think it's something for people to.
Yep. This is her natural calf. You know, so she obviously with a 128 weaning ratio did a very good job, and not very often you find a cow with a 110 MPPA in this herd.
And
because-
this is a younger calf too. He was born middle of March, so one of the younger in the offering, and he still stood up right there. So
Yep.
I think that's something
Yep.
else to add. To
Yeah, we don't have a lot of Rise and Shines. That bull actually leased to Select Sires for international export, but has done a good job, and really this one out of the Dell cow line, sure warrants a look. The next bull I think I have is 230. Comes from the Jeffries program, so this would have been a bull I'd put on the list. You know, this bull's a little older. If you're looking for something a little bigger and a little stouter, this bull definitely does it. He's made very well. He's easy fleshing, scanned well, just does a lot of things right. You know, Jerry bred a lot of good cattle for a lot of years. He just chose to disperse his cows last fall, and we took on his bulls on a cooperator basis for a year here. You know, because Jerry's well into his 80s, and he's just kind of ready to be done with cows, and has nobody that's really interested in taking it over. But he's been a phenomenal breeder of cattle through the years, and really did a lot of good for the Red Angus breed. Then I have 232.
That was me. I knew you picked 230, so I had to pick 232 just to switch it up a little bit. No, I mean, along with 230, I mean, he's just, got some length, got a little more style to him. I think that second half of the video really shows how he moves a little better, just looking at him. But one that stuck out to me when we were videoing.
Really long-sided, comes out of the 9 Mile Big Chief bull.
Yeah.
A lot of good data there. 124 on weaning, 113 on yearling. Just really did a nice job.
yeah,
So.
like you said, the front part of that video we couldn't get him to wake up long enough to
Yeah,
walk up the
yeah.
hill.
It's
there
pretty
for
quiet.
us, but
Yeah, if you watch it long enough, you'll see it. Yep.
yeah.
Yep. So then we're gonna move up to 260. So Jake and Craig show, or Jake and Craig Howard show from here on out. So
The 260 is a bull that's sure going to catch a guy's eye in the pen.
Yeah.
He's moderate, but he's deep enough. He's thick enough. He's wide. He's got a lot of things going for him. Probably my favorite thing about him is that's one of my favorite age cows out of those cows that year. She's got a moderate little cow. She just calved here a couple of days ago, and you walk up to her anywhere you're at and scratch on her, and she's a good mom, and she knows right where that calf's at. I mean, as far as attitude goes, she's the perfect kind of cow. She's super quiet, easy to be around, but yet she knows where the calf is
and
at.
the
all
franchise daughters have been. I mean, I say
been
surprising, but they've been
exceptionally
extremely good. So.
Yep.
Yep, this bull does a lot of things right. Next bull we have on the list is 262.
262 was one I had on. Again, I think he's got a lot of style. He catches your eye. He's a flash drive calf, so he's maybe not completely different, but he's a little different from a lot of the bulls that we've talked about pedigree wise. There's a lot of bull there for being 260, lot 262. I think.
Yep, out of a rolling deep daughter, you know.
Yeah.
So she's done a pretty good job being a C model. She's 101 MPPA. She's
Yeah.
sure done it production.
And he's a March 5th calf too. So I mean, he's young. He's got, you know, you give that calf a couple months, and you know, he's gonna look completely different.
Yep, and then we'll go to 287. 287 is a Kirkland's bull.
I think that was me, but I think we're gonna start playing the game of yeah, I think I kind of wanted to highlight some of the cleanup bulls. I just don't think they get enough credit for you know, what they do. I mean, all these bulls that are cleanup are going to be younger, and they still are able to make the sale and just, you know, have some power to them, have calving ease, you know, just do a lot of things right. And I think, again, the cleanup bulls get overlooked. I feel like by all the big names.
Yep. Yeah. Well, we use these AI sires, and we get a lot of calves out of them, and they achieve notoriety throughout the breed. But there's an opportunity for commercial cattlemen to really tie into some of these cleanup bulls on the very same, matings that we've been talking about. Here's one that's a Spartacus daughter. The Nady cow line has been a real high performance kind of cow line, and usually dark red like this bull, you know. So, and then we'll jump up to 293.
293 was one of mine. Again, if you notice the cow.
Yep.
So, I mean, it's, I think, again, I just wanted to highlight that, I mean, that's a good bull. He's a good bull. He's way late in the sale, but, he's gonna do somebody some good, and he's gonna leave behind with Spartacus and Forefront. He's gonna leave some good daughters behind that you can move forward with.
Yep.
And being late like that, yeah.
He's the last of this out of this cow in the sale. You know, lots 39, 44, 92, 98, 121 are full brothers, and then a maternal brother at 198. So, you know, this mating kind of put them all over the place, but genetically, I think they're going to do somebody a lot of good.
If you wanted to put a set of bulls together to have some consistency, I mean, you could sure do that with that flush.
We have a lot of bulls, in the offering that we think will do people a lot of good, fit everybody's price range. One of the comments we've had is that a lot of times they can pick out an early bull, and if they can't afford him or he goes for a lot of money, they can always go up and find a bull later on in the offering that really fits and does a lot of good for them. So with that, I'm going to wrap up this version of Sleepers, this episode, which is about sleepers, I should say. And we appreciate you watching them. We also appreciate the fact that you're going to hopefully watch the sale, and it's broadcast on DV Auction. It's Thursday, March 2nd at 1 p.m. So thank you.